about the delegates that have been sent to Nigeria by Benjamin Netanyahu. What would you have to say about the reaction of the Fulani'S concerning this? Because a lot of people have been saying that Nnamdi Kanu, even in the prison, he's still pulling weight. What kind of thing would you have to say about this?
Let me tell you, I want to inform you. Do you know, I don't know, you may not know, but do your finding. Do you know that in Eastern, this Eastern season, do you know that the Fulani'S, the prisoners, the Muslims that are in the prison of Sokoto, they came to Mass Nnamdi Kanu in the prison for him to pray for them, to conduct mass for them. Are you aware of that? I know Nigeria will not give you most of the detailed things that is happening, especially regarding to Biafra or regarding to Mass Nnamdi Kanu. Are you hearing me? They will not tell you, but please do findings. Do findings. So Mass Nnamdi Kanu, as I'm talking to you, in that place, is converting many people. Not that he's converting them to himself. He is busy opening their eyes. He is busy educating them. You know, these people, most of them didn't go to school. They don't have access for somebody to give them a better lecture, better lesson, better education, to lighten up their brain. So they were just being fooled by the so-called leaders that they are looking up to. And imagine the kind of leaders we have in Nigeria. Do you expect them to give them, to dish out truth to them? They will continue to deceive them with lies. And that is why you see most of them behaving the way they are behaving. Imagine somebody saying that they prefer gun, they don't want education. Does the person sound normal? It doesn't sound normal. So that is why you don't expect the Fulani'S, especially this one that have a conquest agenda, to now be happy or to clap. No, because the conquest, they say that the Igbos are the problem of their conquest. That is why they are singing it as a song. Igbos are the problem of Nigeria. Because that conquest, we are the resistant force that have been resisting them. It does not end only from my mouth. You can go to S handle of former president of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo. He even made that statement. Go and do your findings. He said he knows that the Igbos are the ones stopping these people. That without the Igbos, Nigeria would have been completely Islamized, ransacked by these Fulani's jihadists.
The former president said that.
I said go to his S handle. T.Y. Danjuma again repeated the same thing. You can go to his Twitter handle. Go and do your fine. I'm not just telling you. I've mentioned 2 people. Go and check their this thing if they have not deleted it. Because most of the times I get, once there, I do get information from there. Are you hearing me? So this is something that, they have said because they have seen it. One Nigeria, anything that make Igbos today to surrender, is it not is it Sultan of Sokoto or what? Do you know what is one of the northern elders, Caliphate, said that this time around they are not going to fight war with the Igbos. That the war will not give them what they want. Do you know what the game they are playing now? They use money, much especially in Ebonyi State now, in the axis of the Afikpo, to be precise. I believe, I stand to be corrected, please somebody should do more findings, that the biggest mosque in Nigeria now has been built in Afikpo. That is Ebonyi State. You see the strategy?
The biggest
mosques in Nigeria now have been built in Ebonyi State.
In Igbo land.
In Igbo land. Ebonyi State, Afikpo, Aziz, to be precise. You can do your findings.
You're saying that for the show.
I said do your findings. In that Aziz now, go there now, you see majority of them now have been converted to Islam. They give them, Sultan of Sokoto paid them 5 million naira. Yes, the Northerners paid them 5 million to convert them. Remember when Okorocha was the governor of Imo State, he paid them 2 million to become Islam. You forgot that the current governor of Imo State now have vowed that if those Igbo ladies, they must marry Fulani Have you forgotten? So you see the strategy now. Use money, pump them money. Go Imo State to pay 2 million, not to pay 5 million. Is it all Joseph Okaro or who pay 1 million? Are you getting it?
For them to be converted to.
For them to be converted as an Islam. Because they have seen it that war cannot give them what they want. That these ones, forget it. That's why they come in a strategy. You and I know vividly where there is hunger in the land. And nobody, currently now, it's difficult for you to see somebody that did not just walk. You say this is just go there, put your head on the ground, shout alakuba, labrabragadada, you come up again. Hit your head again, come up again. At the end of the day, 10 million. If we collect it, is it not to hit your head on the floor and stand up? And where La Jamila or whatsoever, you go your way. That's how they are using the system they are using to convert the Igbos now, winning them. That is the system to conquer the Igbos. Because that was the strategy of the British to conquer us during the war before they under colony, before they emerged us together. I told you in one of the videos here that they fought Igbos for 30 good years. They couldn't conquer us. They had to brought in religion called Christianity. That was what they used to enter us, and that was what they used to conquer us. The same system and strategy was what the Fulani'S are using now to penetrate into Igbo people. Go and check in the history of Nigeria. No Igbo man has ever been the chief of a man in Aso Rock. But it's happening now. Iliasu, Nwachukwu, whatsoever. Tochukwu. Iliasu Tochukwu now has become the one of the chief imam in Abuja as I speak to you.
An Igbo person.
An Igbo person from Enugu. Iliasu Tochukwu. You do your findings. So these are the strategy, the key strategies that they are using now. To do what? To penetrate Igbos and to conquer them and to enslave them under the Islamic agenda. I want to tell you, go and do your findings. I want to give you, open your eyes. Do you know that Morocco was not a Muslim nation before? It was a Christian nation. Morocco. Do you know that Turkey was a Christian nation before? Do you know? Many nations that are Islam today, they were once Christian nations. Strategy like this was what they use. Now listen and listen good. Nigerian government is giving terrorists an amnesty, but they are not collecting their guns. They give Delta amnesty, they collect their guns. They come to Biafra, they say surrender your weapons. But in the north, the Fulani'S are not surrendering their weapons. It is a game, a strategy that they use in Turkey. So by the time they finish, the Christian part, the Christian ones, those that surrender their gun, could not be able to face those that carry their gun. You see how they Islamize Turkey, and likewise every other nations that was Christian nations before. That was the strategy that they brought into Nigeria, and that is what they are using now. Niger Delta, amnesty, drop your gun. Amnesty to Fulani, Fulani come, collect money, hang their gun, and go back. It is a game. But the Biafrans, I'm using this opportunity. Please, wake up from your brain. Wake up from your upstairs. Don't be a fool. And don't join others to play a fool. If you feel that you have made it, you have survived, you escape it today, what about your children? What about your children's to come? I am not fighting for myself, because as I am now, their body is what I am. That is what I am. But I'm thinking of my children. What will be of them if I am no more? What will be the seed of my seed if I am no more? People fought for you to be alive today. America, you are hearing today. If I tell you that they were colonized by the British, you will not believe it. But where is America today and where is the British? Are you hearing me? If you watch, you will agree with me. If America did not stand up, they will not be where they are today. I want to refer you finally, and I will round up, I will crown it up, on Benjamin Netanyahu. You know, when you mention Benjamin Netanyahu, you are mentioning Israel. The nation called Israel, how old are they? They are just, let's say, 70 something. They are not up to 80 years. They are pursuing 80 years. But today, because they become a nation in 1948 after the Second World War. But today, there are any country in the world, when you mention boss, you cannot mention 1 to 5 without mentioning Israel. You see the importance of us being together with one mind and one voice, having our own, because in Nigeria they will not permit you, neither are they going to allow you to bring the best that God has deposited inside of you. If Israel did not come together and have their own nation, they will not be where they are today. Many nations that are 200, 1 million years, over years, are nowhere to be found where Israel is today. They are not up to 100 years. But look at how strong they are today. So Biafra is another Israel in Africa, in the face of Africa that is from Nigeria, coming out from Nigeria, because what Israel can do, we, God give us that same grace, we can do it even better. So I want you to have that at the back of your mind. And this is what Nigeria doesn't want. In the midst of all odds, in the midst of nothing, zero, Biafrans were able to build Ogbunigwe. Imagine when there is a person that anything you say, you table before him, he will ask you questions. Not even Yoruba, no Fulani, no Hausa will ask questions. But Igbo man, every whether he go school or no go school, he go ask you questions based on what you present to him. You see why they are afraid. And if you are not able to convince him, you cannot convert him.
So now.
So they are afraid. And two, another point is this. In 1966 coup d'etat, Nzogwu, they are afraid of Nzogwu because they did not see it coming. What Nzogwu gave to them in 1966, January 15. Then they were trying to carry out their evil manipulation, intimidation, humiliation, and oppression against Nigerians on the 16th of January, that 1966. But Nzogwu now carried his own on the 15th before that 16th. So, and they are not seeing Nzogwu as an Igbo man. They are seeing Nzogwu as a fellow Fulani, because that one has never identified himself or introduced himself as a fully pure Igbo man before them. He presented himself as what? As a normal Fulani, moreover, an Hausa person. Do you understand? So, but because of that act, the thing now registered in their heart never to trust Igbo man again. No matter what you do, they cannot trust you again. And they are afraid that we are too intelligent. Likewise, the UK. And that was why when UK want to leave, they know that Igbos are wiser than all these people. They decided to give it to them, the power, rather than the Igbos. Do you understand? You see why they don't want us to test that power. They are scared. And coupled with what happened in 1966 in Abuja, you know, they went to series of courts with Ojukwu. I mean, Nigeria, they go on and Ojukwu. And which Ojukwu diplomatically defeated the Nigerian Gowon. Diplomatically, educationally, in all education. You understand? So, na go on. And on that note, they were scared of the Igbos. They can overnight. They can do anything overnight. So they are scared. And I want to quote another man again. He's still alive. He's a living Nigerian former president, IBB. Do you know what IBB said? IBB said that when Igbo man is talking, if Igbo man voice out, he will keep his eyes open. But when a Yoruba man talk, he say he will go to sleep. IBB, I quote and I quote again. IBB says so. You can do your findings. Meaning that I'm telling you that there is something about the Igbos. They are Mr. No Nonsense. So they are afraid of them getting there. Because that thing which the British know, Igbos know it better than the British. And they will continue to enslave Nigeria through the Fulani's.
So does that now mean that brings us down to exactly what they are talking about? That brings us down to exactly what we are talking about the breathing. So is it because of the Igbos being rigid and wanting to know exactly the right thing to do that made them to hand that power
Yes.
over to the Fulanis? Because the Fulanis, they usually dance to the tune of whatever.
And they just drop because they only believe in one way. But every evil man, before he join you, you must explain to him. He must understand you before he do what? He go with you. That's what happened. And let me tell you, they say we are dot. You know the meaning of dot?
The former
president of Nigeria say we are what? Dot. But that dot, zero. But the zero is the one feeding the nation. Is the one that is carrying the nation. Go and check every good reputation of Nigeria internationally. 95% of it are the Igbos that gave it to this country. Go and check the era of Simon Ekpan, the one that Nigeria used a Finnish government to kidnap today and keep in the with the injustice domain territory. Simon Ekpan make Nigeria proud and the Igbo man.
In Finland, right?
Yes, the same Simon Ekpan in Finland. He represented Nigeria in that trade and he did well. He won gold for Nigeria. He make Nigeria name proud. Anywhere in the world, in time of medication, let me shock you. Do you know that currently now, the chief of naval staff, the captain of naval staff of America is a Nigerian man, Igbo man to be precise.
So are you saying that Igbos know how to make history?
Igbo know how to make a nation proud. We have been making Nigeria proud, but they fail to recognize it. They fail to respect us. They fail to honor us. They fail to give us that kudos. Rather, they come to give us the IPOB is what? A terrorist. A terrorist that don't have a gun. How can you terrorize a place without having arms? But the people, the original people that are terrorizing the nation are working freely. They search Nnamdi Kanu. Nigerian government invaded Nnamdi Kanu house. What did they find? Nothing. But they invaded the Igbo house. They got gun. They saw gun there and other things, which they couldn't see in Nnamdi Kanu's house. Yet, Igbo is working freely. Nnamdi Kanu is sentenced to life imprisonment, Sokoto prison. Are you not seeing injustice? Yes. The people you call what? Terrorists, many of them go to Germany. Do you know that in Germany, we have Suji, we have different kind of Igbo festival days, activities going on in that land. We never cause violence. Is it in America? If we are trouble people, will America be giving somebody from Igbo, their chief of naval staff, the captain of all overall? Do you know what it means? In Germany, in all over the world, let me tell you, do you know that we have Igbo village, Igbo community in Russia? You can do your findings. Igbo community in Russia doing well, making the nation proud. Yet in Nigeria here, they are messing us up. They don't know what God has given to them. That is why we want to go. By the time we go, whatsoever that happened to Nigeria is none of our business. We are not talking about dividing Nigeria. We are talking about exiting Nigeria. We just want to leave Nigeria. Let Nigeria continue.
Okay, we've heard it all. To round it up, we are aware that Erufai is in detention by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. How we get there? And Southern Sokoto voiced out, telling him that he should release, he should let Erufai go or take him to court. Why he's there saying nothing about Nnamdi Kanu? What would you have to say about this? Him intervening for a Fulani man and watching Nnamdi Kanu and saying nothing with his own voice. Are you trying to, is he being partial or is trying to say that Nnamdi Kanu deserves whatever he's facing?
My beloved brother, let me tell you, bird of the same feather flies together. Are you hearing me? Nnamdi Kanu, the separatists. Erufai, the criminal. Tinubu now, their partner in criminality. with the El-Rufai now working against each other. Why? God is at work.
Thank you very much. You have heard it all. God bless.